Hello.
Welcome to If You Don't Love It, You Are a
Liar.
Yes.
You're a liar. Yeah, you're really a liar.
You liar.
My name is Seychelle. And I still want my Lanvin Hobo. However, I also want this really beautiful Dior black book bag. It's the one that has the one that looks like the Dior saddle.
Oh my God, I saw.
Black leather?
Gorge.
Black leather?
Yeah. I thought it was fake because I haven't seen it. And then I went on the website and I was just like scrolling. Gorge.
It's like this shape of a backpack?
It's
But black, all
no,
black.
It's not that shape, but it has that shape on one of the pockets on the front.
Oh, cute.
Yes.
So
yes.
it's all black that has a, but you can get it all black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all black leather. Yeah, and then it has that little design at the front. It's just so beautiful. It really is. It's so nice, and I want it. So send it to me. Or whatever.
I'll take $1.
Yeah.
So food stamps.
yeah.
No, really.
If I look down here. Hi, my love. So I'm reading y'all comments. Jaylene, I don't talk about my work, my love. I apologize. It's just not something I like to talk about. I do not disclose what I do as a 9 to 5.
But it'd be 9 to 5
and do be. But yes, thank you for your question. So here we are. It's our New Year's episode. Oh, and by the way, I do have to say, because when I edit this, the question that I just answered, I know that this is going to be on YouTube. This is going to be on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever. But I am right now. I'm on live. So if you hear me referring to different people or answering questions or anything like that, it's because I'm on live right now on my TikTok. So I don't want there to be any confusion.
Don't be confused.
Any confused deluge. So here we are. So you already know we're going to start off with why we aggy. If you don't know what aggy means, get a clue.
Literally get a clue. And tune in, because we define it many times.
Yeah, and if you don't know what it means, I don't know what to tell you anymore.
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, just use that. Yeah. I used that. I used Urban Dictionary to define what a gold star lesbian was.
Really?
Yes.
I used
Have you ever looked up your own name on Urban Dictionary?
Yeah, and it says strong.
Mine is cute. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's about me, but who spells their name like me?
Oh, let's look up ours so maybe we can share it.
Well, I looked up, what the hell did I look up on our Urban Dictionary? Riz?
Uh-huh.
Do you guys know what Riz means?
Yeah, Riz is the source. Riz is literally the girl in the baby blue.
Okay. Say, of course.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Say.
Oh.
Yeah. Nah, it's like the source.
It took me a minute.
It's like game. It's like game.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's
But
about.
that's why
Yeah,
they say
yeah.
like she was rizzing her up or him up. Whatever. You know, y'all get it.
Yeah.
I'm
just
sure
learned.
they know,
Guys,
yeah.
I'm not that old, but I'm old.
Yeah.
I'm old. I mean, I'm not even that old either, but I'm like old.
Hi, Shania.
All right.
Hi.
My name on Urban Dictionary, guys.
Let's go.
The bestest friend someone could ever ask for. And by the way, I'm E, so I looked up my whole name. She's funny, sarcastic, pretty, and such a good friend. She will be there for you no matter what. I will always have your back 24/7, usually quite short with dark hair. I
Okay, what the fuck?
Is someone watching? She will never fail to put a smile on your face, and she has the best comebacks ever.
That's good.
I don't disagree.
No, it's totally giving.
Spot on.
Yeah.
All right, well, me and Tay
Can
don't
you
have
look
our
up? We don't
phones right
have
now.
our
So.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So now we'll do Say next, and then we'll do Joss.
But don't put Seychelles because.
Hold on, wait. Let me just go back to
I was gonna say a fucking island.
Ooh!
It's just gonna have Seychelles.
No. I just saw one. Here we go.
Okay.
A sexy hot mama of Caucasian
Ooh.
or Mexican oranges. All right. They were close. Caramel
Close
colored.
enough.
Okay.
You will like caramel.
I like
Okay.
And brown
caramel
hair and brown
macchiato.
eyes, a fox. 2, a
Oh.
pretty girl you'd rather dance with than talk to, probably. Probably. In doubt that any response would be interesting for her to hear. Okay.
Okay.
That's really it. Mine was more fun. But I mean, not wrong.
I mean,
You're not Caucasian.
I'm a fox.
All right, spell my name right, E.
All right, wait, how do I spell it?
Let me spell it.
Like, wait, how do I spell it? Because now I'm thinking I'm spelling my name wrong.
You do be spelling my name wrong.
I do
It's
be
okay.
spelling. Please, I listen.
Okay. Oh. All right. Oh, there's a new one.
There's a new one?
Yeah. Which one should I read? The original one or the new one?
Both of them.
Oh. All right. Joss.
Sorry, guys.
A mystic person with hidden talents and knowledge. She is loving to a fault and loyal as man's best friend. She is a brown-eyed beauty, and all the boys want to date her, but she keeps them at arm's length, so they will not spoil her purity. This is the new one.
Okay.
Ask her for help, and she's the first one there. Need help moving, shoveling, cleaning, or babysitting? She is your girl. You are as I don't want to say my whole name, but you are as my whole name as first spring rain. This is the one I've read before. A beautiful, sweet, caring, funny, and loving girl, and all the guys fall for her, but she doesn't budge. She is a very loving and loyal girl. She is sensitive, though, so be careful. Her boyfriend is her best friend. Oh, I don't have one anymore, but it was true at the time. She is very street smart. Need help with anything? Jocelyn is your girl. She'll be ready to help you out. Oh, I said my whole name. All right, it's Jocelyn.
Well.
She is absolutely gorgeous, long, wavy, straight hair. That's not true anymore. It's actually really short. That shines in the sun. She is so funny and everyone loves her. If you don't love her, you have a problem.
And you're a liar. Hey.
Everyone needs a Jocelyn.
Loved how you tied that in.
Oh, there's another one. This one is with an E at the end, so that's not me.
No, it's not you, my love.
All right.
So if you ever get bored, definitely look your name up on Urban Dictionary. It's mad fun.
It's fun.
And yeah.
Yes. Oh, by the way, for the people that are watching on the live, I mean, I could find something in regards to our last segment, which we like to call Am I Wildin'?
True, yeah.
If
Write
anybody,
in some Am I Wildins if you feel so inclined.
If anybody here would like to send in a submission to the live, because I'm not going to my DMs right now because my phone is recorded. I'm looking on my friend's phone. If you want to send in something, send it in, and we will discuss it right here on live in front of everybody. All right, so again, first segment, our Always Aggy segment. Always Aggy. Now, again, Always Aggy means what makes you aggravated, and all that tea that comes with that.
My ring is green. It changes color.
What that mean?
Nothing. It just changes color.
Is it a mood ring?
It's green.
It's a mood
sometimes
ring.
It's not a mood ring. It's
okay.
Turkish tourmaline or something like that. And it changes from red to green. Sometimes like a pinkish color.
Cute.
Yeah.
Guys, was I the only one genuinely obsessed with mood rings when I was little?
No, I loved mood rings.
I had like 4 toes with mood rings on them because I saw it in a movie. And I was like, you have to put that on your toe for a true reading.
I love a toe ring too, yes.
I'm not a fan of a toe ring.
I'm not a fan of a toe. You know what's crazy is I think if I see a broad, I'm not gonna say I have a thing with feet because I don't. But I could really appreciate a woman with very beautiful toes
with a toe ring.
And if she got a cute little toe ring, I'm like,
Beckham. Victoria Beckham is the only person.
Who is that? What's up?
Matt.
Oh, wait, it's Matt again?
Yeah.
Oh no! It's letting me know what's happening here.
I don't know.
I think it is Matt. Oh, it's saying 80% of the live goal has been completed.
Oh, what was our...
Go!
Matt gonna make us the #1 live on the TikTok.
Wow!
We love the support. Thank you.
Oh my
honey.
God, there's 32 souls in here.
Hi.
So, like I said, Victoria Beckham did it, and she was the only person I've ever seen do it that I'm like, okay, she's wearing a toe ring. Typically, when people wear toe rings, I'm like, stop wearing the ring on your toe. Stop. But I did it literally for good luck, and I wore socks and I put my feet in my shoes. Like, I wasn't like out here exposing my toes.
Your toes wasn't in pain, bitch, with them toes?
Nah. In an Ugg?
Okay. In an Ugg.
I'm not walking around in flip-flops with toe rings on. I can't do it. I don't want people looking at my feet that bad.
What? But that's why you like wear it.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. But
I'm not gonna put a toe ring on. I don't want to. Hi, SD. Hi.
All right, let's get into our Always Aggy.
Oh, yes, and I do want to say again, I'm sorry because, again, people keep coming in. When I cut this up, I'm going to cut this part out because I got to keep sitting there for the live. For the new people that are in here, we have a segment at the end of the podcast called Am I Wilding, where people submit in, like, what they need advice on, or if y'all need to know why you're wilding or something like that.
And by wilding, we mean, like, are you bugging? Like, are you wrong in the situation? Typically, you're not. But write to us, right in the live.
Write in the live and tell us something, or just ask whatever questions you want.
Yeah, honestly, you could ask whatever. We just gonna chat, and we gonna try to catch it as best we can.
And this is our New Year's Eve episode, so this episode is going up by Wednesday. This is If You Don't Love It, You Will Lie, a podcast. The link for my podcast is in the link in my bio on TikTok, and it's also in my link tree on TikTok and on my Instagram. So listen to the eps because we have on YouTube and Spotify and and then so yeah.
Right, let's get into it. So what makes you aggy, Say? What makes you aggy?
So my what you want to know what makes me aggy? I'm flipping through TikTok. I'm flipping through TikTok and I see this broad and she's on some guys. If you use snail mucin, that's out in Korea. What's in is something else. And I'm just like, who gave you the God-sent authority to trenderize skincare ingredients?
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? And the tea is I know that snail mucin became popping on social media recently. And I've been using it for years.
Look at the material.
Come on. So when it got popping, I'm like, oh my God, yes, wow. Like, right, finding people on it. Like, it's the snail mucin, especially by Cosrx. The snail mucin essence is I've had it in my skincare routine for, I'm not gonna lie, maybe 3 years now, because it is a fabulous, like, humectant. It's a really, really great moisturizing kind of step. It acts like a toner and an essence. It's a little thicker than a toner, but it's kind of slimy, a bit, and it really changes the game in regards to brightness and hydration in the skin. It's really wonderful for that. And the reason why it made me so aggy is because it's very much given like, tea tree oil's out, but it's just one of those ingredients where it's like, it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, tea tree is something like, we know that this is good for this and that's a staple for that. It might not work for your skin, but it works for mine.
But you know, that's kind of how I feel about, for starters, like wedding trends. And I'm not talking about like the neon sign. I'm talking about like the dress. Like, they're like wedding trends for brides. And I'm just like, who are you to dictate what I feel comfortable in? Yeah. And same thing goes with like house trends. Like, house trends, brown cabinets are out. We're doing gray floors. At your front door. Sorry, rude. Alexa always gotta mess us up. Alexa, lower the volume to 0%. So I just feel like those trends, like bridal trends and house trends, like you don't live here. So if you don't like black cabinets, but I do, it's gonna be in the house. And I feel the same way about skincare. We don't have the same skin, so who are you to dictate what's trendy in it? Like that's like the normalizing that whole era. I'm glad we're over it, but that normalized era, stop. None of this was normalized until you said it. I hate it. I
just feel like too, it's like what works for us, but I do hate a bitch. I hate a bitch that has like when you're like, oh, like what do you use for your skin? And she's like, oh, the products suck. Like, they suck balls, and you're just like, and it's giving like 15-year-olds. Or I hate a bitch or something. No, like I don't use that because my skin's too oily. And the tea is like, if your skin's too oily, it's actually because you need moisture. Right. It's actually because it's overcompensating for itself. So your pores are putting out more oil because you need to add way more hydration. But the bitches don't want to motherfucking hear it. They stuck on some, if I add some of that, it's gonna make my skin too dry. Nah. And I'm like, no, you really like don't get it. I remember one time I had a friend when I worked in makeup. And by the way, somebody asked me if they could DM me the Am I Wildin'. Yeah, DM me your Am I Wildin', and I will, I'll read it. We'll take a break, and I'll read it, and then I'll put it in the episode. Make it juicy.
Yeah, it better be good.
So I remember she came into my store, and I'm like, I'm just going to tell you right now to use this, because she said, my skin's oily. And I'm like, yeah, because it's actually dry. Just use it for at least 3 weeks to a month, and tell me how you feel. She used it and she was like, my skin, like, I was horrified, literally putting on like a nighttime heavy moisturizer and all that. But literally, like, it worked. And I'm like, yes, it worked.
I will say I do have a product in my skincare routine, which is not as crazy as as you would think. But the what is it, St. Ives, those beads?
Yeah.
Those things, like, I get it. And everyone has a horrible horror story. They found it in their skin and blah, blah, blah. I'm not kidding. that is the only exfoliant I would say that will take off that layer that needs to go. And I'm very much into I'm not into getting rid of pimples. I'm into eliminating them. So I'm going to be there like this for an hour and a half. And it works for me. But everyone hates us. I'm not even kidding.
It's like the worst product ever.
It's the worst product in the world.
Yeah.
That's why when you said it, I was like, yeah. But I will say...
The second you said the same eyes with the beads, I was like, oh,
yeah,
brother.
I will say, though, for somebody that just gave birth, my skin's coming back. And I'm back on my St. Ives. I love it.
How often do you use it, you maniac?
I used to use it every day. And then I was like, Ilana, you're gonna wash your face away. So then I was like, all right, let me bring it down to like twice a week. So twice a week I'll use that. Then I'll use like the La Roche-Posay. I know that's not how you say it. The cleanser throughout the week. But that thing, when I say it's done wonders for my skin on multiple occasions. I love it. I really do love it.
Someone said...
I'm going to the hood to find it, too, because you know they don't be selling that in Ulta.
Someone said, someone said, girl, my aunt got one of those beads from the St. Ives in her eye, and it was scratching her retina.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So make sure that don't happen to you.
Yeah, no, I keep my eyes very much closed, because I'm one of those people that will have a nervous breakdown if I get soap in my eyes.
You know,
nervous breakdown.
You know what was a very interesting discovery? I think recently in like the skincare thing was I always loved the scrub too, because the scrub because of the physical exfoliation of whatever it is you're using, it does like if especially if you're hydrated underneath and you're just getting rid of flakes, that makeup application and just the brightness is fabulous. But then it came out that when you're using a physical exfoliation, it's actually causing micro tears in the skin and you're aging yourself. So when I discovered that like years ago, I was just like, what am I going to do? Because I love a physical scrub, but I don't know if you've ever tried it. I don't know if you heard about it, Joss, but Tatcha has that rice polish.
You introduced me to Tatcha.
I did.
I have it upstairs.
I did.
Remember when you got me that thing?
Yes,
I still have the products. I don't know why.
They were this big, and I got them literally 8 years ago. I don't know how they're still there.
I have because I guess when I moved, it went in the back, and I never touched it. But that rice powder.
Yes.
When I say airbrush, it was like my special occasion. Like it just gives.
You
airbrush.
wait, it's a powder and then it foams.
It's a powder.
It's like a cleanser.
It's a powder. So it comes out like rice, right? Like rice.
Yeah.
So you mix
it
just with wet hands. Put it on the palm and then create a lather. Use it. You don't feel any physical. It lathers like a soap, but it gives you the same effect as a physical exfoliation.
Oh, interesting. I always use chemical exfoliants because of my eczema. I can't use physical exfoliation. And I think it's Neutrogena. I always the
drugstore.
How do I say this? I never used to use drugstore brands because I was always like, oh, they're cheap. They're not going to work for me. They're really bad, whatever. And I went to the dermatologist for my skin. I've been on a skincare journey. If you don't, I mean, you guys don't know. You don't know me, but my skin has been messed up.
You don't know.
I have really bad eczema, and it's like migrated to my face. And now I have really bad eczema on my face. So I've been to the dermatologist a couple times, and they recommended that to me. Because I was like, I can't exfoliate my skin, and I hate it. It feels gross. So they were like, oh, have you ever used chemical exfoliation? And I have before. I've used Paula's Choice, and it's always been too
I don't like
abrasive. Yes. It's like too harsh for my skin, and I feel like it makes my eczema worse. So I started using this Neutrogena one. I think it's Neutrogena. It's like or maybe it's a Vino. It's one of them. It's like a beige-ish kind of bottle with like blue writing, and it's been the best exfoliator I've ever used. And you don't feel there's nothing. You don't feel anything.
But see, also when I think of exfoliators, I do really only think of that airbrush look that I'm going to have after because I'm obsessed with it. But what I would say will tighten all that up and it's free is water and ice. I've been icing my face literally since I was probably 11 years old. And I don't think I'll need Botox for quite some time. The forehead's getting there. Just turned 30. But
you don't need anything.
Yeah, I don't think
so. You don't think
either.
so?
No.
I feel like I need like vitamin C, something. But I've always dunked my face, like even during pregnancy. That's why I never looked like I was actually like gonna fall out because I'm exhausted. I just ice my face.
Do you know that was almost gonna be my almost Aggie today?
What?
Bitches that ice their face.
Really?
Oh my god, I'm a face.
You know what
I literally do water, ice, bowl.
Yeah, I
Not
know.
those little bulb shits.
No, I know.
Things, because those things don't work.
You know what I
Those
love
things
doing?
don't
They
work.
make those silicone masks that you put over like a sheet mask.
Uh-huh.
I always stick that in the freezer.
Wow, never
whenever,
thought of
Because like
that.
whenever I have inflammation, it's like the only thing I can do to help it.
Yes.
So I'll stick that in the freezer until it's like really, really cold and just leave it on my face for like 10 minutes.
Why was that going to be always aggy?
Because there was a girl, she might, oh well. There was a girl that, like on my IG today, she was like, oh, this is how to keep your skin tight. And she had a bowl of ice and she was dunking her face. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, but you idiot whore. It doesn't keep the skin face. It's for
temporary,
inflammation.
Yeah, but
It's for
also you
inflammation.
can't just start doing it after you have bags and wrinkles. Like I've literally been doing this for years. My face goes into, I feel like a shock moment, but it also closes my pores, which is for me the biggest thing. I just want my pores to be non-existent. But if you already got some wrinkles and you over really 10, it's probably not going to do much.
Nah,
unless you've
like-
literally been doing it every single day. I used to do it twice a week, and my face, I don't know. I might have
But
just
I
some
feel
nerves
like
damage.
you're a very special case, Alana, because Alana has the tightest fucking skin
For no
ever.
reason.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just has really, really tight, really wonderful, tight, beautiful skin. She genuinely does not need Botox, and I believe that Alana's face will look like this.
I think I'm stuck
Literally,
here.
yes. I think
the rest of my life.
Yes, and I think that that's wonderful,
I
and
really
I think
do.
that that's great.
I think I'm gonna get a little wrinkle. I think when I'm like old, it's gonna be here.
I think you're
that
gonna
you
look
see it.
exactly like your
I
mother.
think you're gonna.
You think?
Yeah.
Her face is tight too, but her cheeks are cute. She got good cheeks.
Yeah,
I'm so happy
she's-
my daughter came out with cheeks. I was never she was gonna come out with a muscle face like me.
I know.
I was shook.
Is she really gonna have muscle face out the fucking womb?
No, but she doesn't have E's face. She has Matt's face.
does have-
I feel like when I was younger, like I look at pictures of me and I'm like, because like I was born to have a muscle face. Call me, what's his name? Squidward. Remember that
E is
episode?
very like tight and fit now.
That episode,
when
I was
she
like,
was
that's
younger,
me.
she was like super tight and super
I was
fit.
Like middle school. Like middle school.
Yeah, I
It was very much giving.
I always said, you know, like the little like, and no tea, no shade to anyone, but like when they show like the people like training for the Olympics in like third world countries, and there's always like the one little African boy that's like, rah, and he's
Yeah.
rocky, and you know he's gonna be the Usain Bolt of everything, even though he's Jamaican, I get it. But literally that's how I looked, probably until like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Alana was born with abs.
For no
Yeah.
reason.
Probably.
Lucky ass bitch.
For no reason. All right, wait, we gotta do other one always that.
I know. I was gonna go into another always Aggie, but let me just say real quick. I'll just say real quick. I'll just say.
Because mine is horrible, so we'll skip me.
What do you mean we'll skip you?
We can skip me.
No, you gotta say it, bruh. You
All
gotta
right.
say it. I'm gonna just say like one little thing and like we won't go off. Always Aggie is a bitch that's on some. Oh, I can't gain weight. Count your blessings, ho.
Yeah.
Count your
Yeah.
blessings.
Unless they're malnourished.
No, but they out here.
Then they ain't saying
out
that.
here.
They saying they hungry.
No, the girlies is out here. Like, the girlies are mad thin. They have babies. They're just mad thin. They're just like, I just want to be thick. And I'm like, get a grip. Enjoy your size 2 and shut up.
Listen, I got crackhead skinny before I got pregnant, and then I got pregnant, and I got my little booty, and I got my little thighs back. So now it's giving BBL, and I am so thankful.
Alana does look like she got a nice little skinny BBL.
Yo, should I show them?
Yeah, stand up.
And I am doing a crop today for what's it called? New Year's Eve, because I actually don't have an outfit. I still have the dark line, but it's
Yeah, no, it is. It's great. Alana look good. And it's crazy because I was looking at you
Why
walking
didn't you see
around. I was looking at you walking around in the kitchen, and I was like, I like it.
But
I
this
like
is
it.
this is the psychopath in me, because before I got pregnant, I was like, I need to be as skinny as I can so that I'm not big as a house after. Because just in my family, one kid is over for you. It's over.
Now
for
that's
you.
it. That's my family too.
So literally, I planned to, like, I'm just gonna literally just be super skinny and scary to the point where people are literally like, "Are you sick?" I wasn't, but
Just in the head.
yeah, it was just so that really.
Nat said, okay, period, mini BBL.
Everyone's like, "Did you have a baby or did you get work done?" I'm like, "Well, I was going for 9
The baby was
months,
the
not
work that was done.
Yes.
Thank you, Nat. You're so sweet.
Yeah, she looks fabulous. She looks fabulous. She wore a red dress recently that made me really think about a lot of things. You know.
But you know
yeah.
that red dress was a medium, and I'm definitely, maybe in that, I'm definitely on the large side. I've never been a large.
What's happening?
Oh.
Yay, Matt! Matt is really
I
Matthew.
was like, I thought something was happening to the phone.
Matthew.
We love you, Matt.
Matthew, thank
Oh,
you
wait,
so
did
much.
you send that for my body?
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you so
definitely.
much. Oh, and thank you,
You
also.
know Matt is loving it.
Matthew, seriously, thank you so much. Really, like, genuinely, I appreciate you so much. This is really meaningful, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna break into song. And thank
Here
you
she
so
goes.
much,
You
Dana.
lifted her mood, Matt. That's all he wanted to do.
Yes, true. Me and Josh did come in on some.
And I'm literally building balloon arches, marinating banils.
No. And Alana was on some like, like I remember when we came in, she was like, "Oh, you like the balloon arch?" And I was just like,
Oh, we should. This is the New Year's episode.
Yeah.
You know what?
You know what? New year, fresh start. Blank slate, if you will.
Blank
That's
slate.
That's the decoration.
The vibe. All right, so my always Aggie.
Okay, yeah, go off.
Is the family member that ruins the holidays. So I don't think she gonna watch, but over this Christmas, my aunt has some things that she can't eat for the simple fact, she's celiac, this, that, whatever. She's allergic to tomato. Like it just the list goes on.
Oh, not allergic to tomatoes.
I'm allergic to tomatoes too.
The
It's the
list
worst.
goes
My mom
on.
too. She has like a little allergy.
It's
Do you
the
eat pizza?
acid.
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't, but
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. If something
Have you ever noticed anytime Eve makes pasta, she's like, "Oh, I put the sauce on the side for you. I can't eat it. It inflames me."
question, if you touch a tomato,
I'm fine.
okay. So Christmas came around.
You won't be dragging it.
Huh? I'm not gonna drag it. 'Cause
Your aunt be dragging it with the touching of the tomatoes.
It was a beautiful. It was called a rainbow salad. The tomatoes, the peppers, the olives, the this,
Oh,
the that.
yum, I definitely
The tomatoes
would've
are
eaten
over
that.
here. She's on some. Oh well, I can't eat that because it has tomatoes. It's not a mixed salad. It's not a mixed salad. Anyway, so this woman basically started 2 weeks before Christmas saying that there's nothing she can eat at Christmas, there's nothing she can eat because my sister catered Italian, which at this point, cater. It's cheaper. So she's like, she can't eat. So she came to my house. I was like, I'm gonna make you a shrimp scampi and I can make you some rice. I don't want that. I could make you some lentils.
Get out of my home. Get out of my
Well,
home.
my sister.
Bring some food then.
So
for
then
yourself.
day of Christmas, she's looking at me and my husband and she's on some, but you know I can't eat nothing here. And my sister comes out and she's like, but I told you I was gonna make Brussels sprouts for you. I told you I was gonna make potatoes for you. You made salmon and I made lamb chops, which you can eat. Well, I don't know what you put on them. Then why are you asking people to make you food if you're not gonna eat it anyway? So instead of having a holly jolly Christmas, we had an argument literally of the entire party screaming at
wait,
her.
this was the
This
fight?
was the fight. This is for, I never told you guys that. That was the fight for a half hour, basically saying that her energy was negative because it was. It's Christmas. Also, last Christmas, my mom had a
You're
surgery.
an adult. Feed yourself.
Feed yourself, number one, especially if we're offering things, you're saying you don't want that. But also, last year, my grandma, my mother, was eating off of a bag. She could not eat solid food because she had a surgery done, like literally on her deathbed. So this was the first Christmas that my mom was like, here. And she cooked. And my mother cooked.
And she danced.
Okay? She couldn't eat anything. She cooked all the food. Rice, collard greens, sweet potatoes, everything. So my mom starts freaking out because she's like, yo, last Christmas I couldn't even eat and y'all over here fighting over food. I don't blame her. So don't be that family member because it's honestly draining. It's supposed to be the best time of the year. Honestly, none of us had to be there. We all could have been dead. Really, let's get into it. You never know. Make the holidays a good time and don't be that family member that ruins it, please. Because this ain't the first time, but my sister literally was on some, you could leave. And then it all died down. And she stayed.
So somebody asked, what are we doing for New Year's Eve? New Year's Eve, Alana always throws a party. And another thing that kind of makes me aggy is people that still want to go outside for New Year's.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Same.
Honestly,
Leave me
New Year's
alone.
Eve was my main reason for like ever wanting a house because I was just like, one thing I'm gonna do is make it so that I can stay home on New Year's Eve. I used to be gallivanting in the city and all that. I used to gallivant. I'm not gallivanting. The
The time
transportation
has
will work.
passed.
There's a checkpoint on every other corner. I'm lit regardless.
No one's driving.
Yeah, like
No.
it's just.
I just don't want to.
Yeah.
Uber's the $700.
There's always too much expectation. It never is as fun as you think it's going to be. It's
And
always
honestly, if you're over 21
expensive
and you're still
gross.
trying to be, actually, if you're over 24 and you still trying to be outside on New Year's, get a grip. Enough. Nobody wants to do it.
And that's why I'm really happy that I'm no longer friends with you know who, because I really would have been on some, oh, what's the vibes? And this man would have been on some, oh, because I'm like, I'm not doing that.
We
What's
gonna
wrong
hit
with
the
you?
rooftop.
No.
The bottle's gonna be 10,000
Yeah,
bucks. We gonna get stop.
No.
I got
absolutely
5 bottles in my house, and it was like a total of $30.
We're not on that time. I'm not doing that. I'm
No.
not doing that. And that's why no. So we'll be here. We'll be here.
Also, I think that like it's nice to spend New Year's with the people that you actually love and like. Like, who
Yeah,
wants to spend
exactly.
New Year's with randos?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's when
No.
bad stuff goes down. I want to be with
Yeah.
the people I love and that made it through this year with me. Because
when you really think about everybody that we came in with and we're leaving with.
It's the same people for me.
Oh no, I know for Joss. I know. Somebody said that they love your accent.
oh my God, thank you. I'm working on it because honestly, it gets worse. And later,
I'm working on it.
later, if we go live and I got a couple of lychee martines in my system, oh my God.
Oh, jeez.
It's
We
so
should
bad.
go live.
Later, we'll go live later.
We're gonna go live
We'll
later.
jump the fence and we'll leave our sorrows.
I am not gonna jump the fence because I'm gonna have on my skim silk and my Alexander Wangs. I'm not jumping no crazy ass fence. You freaking bonkers. Get the hell out of here, jump my fucking
You wearing
fence.
this? I'm gonna wear this as Skims. I'm just gonna wear it.
Wait, which one?
This one.
Oh, this is Skims?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it during the little semi-annual.
I'm,
Skims sponsor us.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear my black Sims silk that my baby girl got me, and I'm gonna wear my Alexander Wangs. They're a kitten, pointed toe, sling back, and one shoe is white and one shoe is black.
Cute.
Do I need to get dressed?
Oh, I'm doing makeup. I'm doing a full beat,
Oh my God, guys! I went to 2 stores yesterday and find nothing.
and I feel like maybe we should look cute because maybe we can take a picture.
Oh.
Fine, do whatever you want. Do whatever y'all want.
I just have no idea what to wear.
Thank you, my love. My Montclair beanie. And I wore it because my hair is a mess.
I don't know what the hell to wear, guys.
My hair is also a mess, but I have like no hair, so.
And I gave away the sequin jumpsuit, but I wore that 2 New Year's ago. I don't want to wear that again.
I was gonna wear the same shirt I wore last New Year too because I cropped it. So I was like, it's a different shirt, and then I looked at it and I was like, it's the same shirt.
I just don't know what
And
clothes
I'm
I
not an
have
outfit
because I really
repeater.
haven't gotten dressed. I gave birth.
Yeah,
All right, my love. You got your always Aggie?
I did not, but I do have 2 always Aggies off of your guys' always Aggies.
nice.
Here we go.
So my first one is I hate the fact that I'm seeing 10, 11, and 12-year-olds on the internet doing full-on skincare routines with Drunk Elephant.
bitch. This was me and my parents always Aggie the other night when we was
I'm
chopping
like,
it up.
What
Wait,
is happening?
the drunk elephant one, that's the one that you say is horrible. The lip one I was putting on. That you say is horrible. Remember that pink
No.
stuff I was putting on my lips?
No, that's no, I didn't say that's horrible. The I think you was using the Laneige.
Yes.
And I said because of the fruit acid, sometimes it over exfoliates,
Yes,
so
yes.
it internally dries out. But it works for some people.
Mm.
These little bitches be
Yeah.
having full on skincare routines.
Yes. With every single Drunk Elephant product, like they're not $98 each. It's crazy. It's crazy.
You know that's how they roll.
What if you had a kid, right? Because me and my parents was chopping this up because my mom she saw a dad for her daughter. He was going blood with all the skincare, and her daughter was 9.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely
it's
not.
crazy.
Absolutely not. Because also, if you think about it scientifically, if you start introducing these products to your skin at such a young age,
When
you
it's
have
still
to keep
building-
them.
Exactly.
You have to keep
exactly.
them. So like, I've always done the bare minimum because I'm not one to spend no. Only time I've ever bought an expensive facial cleanser was when Seychelle suggested it because she's about skincare. But that's really it. Otherwise, it's been bought for me or something like that. But no, because you have to maintain it. And one thing I'm not doing is buying you
Exactly.
$98 lotion to go to 5th grade. Calm down.
Exactly. That's my point
Calm
too.
down.
If you want to get your kids like a cute little face wash and whatever, make it like age appropriate.
Emmy gonna be using
If
the St.
even
Eyes.
possible.
She's starting how we all did.
I just think it's
St. Eyes
ridiculous.
and
No,
Lisa-
she's not.
Lisa Frank lip gloss.
It's
No.
just a
No,
commentary
I'll
of
get
the
her something
times.
nice.
I feel like it's
I'll get her
just
something nice.
ridiculous.
All of my friends are gonna make my child mad expensive, and I'm gonna be tight. Because someone already talked about taking her for a gel manicure. She ain't getting gel manicures.
We can do them at home.
That's what I mean, but they want to take it to the nail salon. I don't want
What,
to pay for
now?
that. No, not
Cute.
now. Like when she's 3, but no, because then when I go, she gonna want to go, and now I'm paying instead of my little $114 spa pedicure, manicure, and
No.
fill in. Now I gotta pay for a kid.
Absolutely not.
And you know, by the time she's 3, a damn kid's pedicure manicure is gonna be $70. I'm not paying for it.
I'm so sorry. No samesies. I can't. Genuinely, somebody asked me
No.
the other day at work, and they were like, "Oh, like you don't want kids?" And I'm like, No, because I need to be the priority.
Yeah.
And I'm expensive.
But that's one thing. I keep a kid in a kid's place. Even my nephews. Oh, I want to try bubble tea. No, you're a child.
Somebody said it's because Penelope Disick does skincare on TikTok.
I don't care what Penelope Disick does. I think that's
Penelope-
ridiculous
Penelope
too.
needs to. She
Even
needs to
though
be in
they're
counseling.
rich, she's still a little girl.
The only
I just
place
think
Penelope
it's ridiculous.
needs to be is in counseling, so she's not ripping her nanny's faces off.
She a little ugly one too.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I
that's
can't
so
say
mean.
anything
That's
about
not fair.
anyone's children,
That's
but what I
not fair.
will say is, if her attitude is bad, she's probably a horrible kid, and I don't have respect for her
Josh
mother.
said, "Oh no."
Yeah, that's so mean.
No, Penelope needs anger management because she's gonna be out here pulling Britney in 2007 if she don't stop.
I don't watch them, so I don't know what they're like, but
She ripped her nanny's face off, and then Courtney's getting mad.
Oh, this happened years ago.
Yeah,
What I think about the
It's
skincare
like,
thing.
What?
What I think about the
It's a
skincare
pitbull.
thing is especially if I had a fucking daughter. If I had a fucking daughter and she's on some, I want skincare, I will give her skincare, right? If she wants Drunk Elephant skincare, I'm not getting her the vitamin C. I'm not giving her, I'm going to let her use the Whipped Lala Retro.
Right,
Cute.
the age
fun
appropriate
product.
The age appropriate Drunk Elephant. You're not getting a retinol. You're not
Right,
getting
but
a vitamin
for
C.
what?
You're not getting any of those extras. You're not getting tanning drops. You're not
Oh
getting.
my God.
Yeah, you're not getting the. Yeah,
Guys,
yeah.
they're letting them use sand.
Oh, what the girlies is doing is they're taking their tanning drops on top because the peptini, I think it's called the peptide teeny or the
Oh,
protini
yeah,
one.
yeah.
You pump it like that and the cream comes out.
Yes.
So the little girls are like, my vitamin C, my sun drops to make my skin, and then they're like mixing 4 and 5 of them and they're putting them on. No, you don't need tannin drops. You don't need bakuchiol oil. You don't need retinol. You don't need tretinoin. You could use the Whipped Lala Retro.
These kids are gonna be 13, looking 67.
Right. I mean, they already are.
I mean, look at Kylie Jenner. How old is she? 22, 23?
I have no idea.
Sis looks 84.
She also messed up her face with fillers.
It's because of the filler.
Yeah.
Oh
She
my
messed it up with the
God.
filler. She messed it up with the filler.
Because she's like blowing up her skin when it doesn't need to be blown. It's like a balloon, like a
Yes.
deflated balloon.
Yes,
We talked
that's what
about
she's
this
doing.
in our
Yes.
plastic surgery
Yes,
episode.
Yes.
Yeah, so that
It's
was
a
the
shame.
first one.
Okay, what's the second?
The second one is adults who can't take care of themselves, like feed themselves. Like, don't come to me and tell
vegetable.
me you're hungry. I don't have kids. If
Right.
you're hungry,
Period.
pull up Uber Eats and order yourself some food.
Who did it, Joss?
I'm not gonna say they know who they are, but I hate that shit.
They watched
I hate
They
that
watched.
shit.
They watched the cast. They watched the pod.
Probably not, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you could tell us after.
I think
But
I know
I
who it
just
is.
Please, don't- can
hate
you go with
that.
this and tell?
No,
You don't wanna
I'm
tell-
not-
you
I'm
don't wanna
not-
tell us?
No, you already know. Anyway,
I know who it is.
something's happening.
Oh no.
Freaking lunatic. Holy hell. Stop! Don't report. Enough.
Seriously, get a life.
Get a life, bro. Enough.
Get a life. Get
Yeah,
a freaking
I know.
life.
Even when I be playing The Sims, I was over here keeping it cute for the youth, playing The Sims, and everybody was loving me playing The Sims, and everyone kept reporting me. Stop. Jesus.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
take care of yourself. Don't be in people's lives reporting them if you are an
Yeah.
adult.
If you're cold, get a jacket. If you're
Literally.
hungry, get yourself some food.
Literally.
If you don't know what to do with yourself, figure it out. Get a hobby. Like, stop coming to people with whines like you're a little kid.
I'm hungry, mother. I'm
My
hungry.
diaper is dirty.
I'm hungry,
Go
mother.
change it yourself. Like, I just can't. So, in 2024, let's have the adults taking care of themselves and acting like adults.
Thank you, Houdini. Thank you so much. You know, it happens, but thank you for believing me. I mean,
What'd they say?
They said, not gonna lie, y'all look cute together. I'm sad she was toxic, but I believe you.
Oh.
My love,
yeah.
but just believe me.
Yeah.
Just
That's-
believe
It
me.
was rough going there for a minute.
It was. Listen, that relationship took a toll on all of us,
Yeah.
and now we're
We all
harassing
went through
her.
it. We all went through it.
Yeah.
Leave us alone.
Like, actually,
Literally, leave us alone.
leave Britney alone.
Leave her alone. Please. Hey guys, you know what? In 2024, I don't know where you guys from. We from New York. We pay a lot of taxes. We're getting restraining orders. We need to start doing restraining orders. I feel like everybody needs restraining orders. We need to start utilizing
Until
our
you
tax
get
dollars.
yours first against you know who, I'm not even going near a restraining order.
Me?
No,
No.
this might be the year.
Her.
This might be the
Oh,
year.
who you getting?
She
Oh,
liked
I'm
my
getting it.
story the other day.
The one who
I was like, oh, hello?
Can we do a group?
She's still writing you?
Yes. Say yes.
Restraining
Yes,
order.
it's giving restraining order. We're utilizing those.
It's because you've given her too much leeway over the
Too
years.
much.
Guys,
Too much.
over
Giving
the
her too
years,
much.
yes.
Yeah,
But
over the
this
years,
is
yeah.
why
Over the years.
I didn't want to answer her. And look what that did.
Honestly, it did nothing.
It did nothing.
But it didn't
No,
didn't
you know
help,
what it did?
didn't
It
hurt.
brought her to my literal door.
To her, y'all still besties.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's insane.
Guys, we got to utilize the restraining orders. And
All right, we're not bullying.
we're not bullying.
Stop! Stop!
Preventative.
Stop! We're freaking adults. Are you kidding me? Stop! Enough. Damn, y'all need an episode on wild exes. I've thought about an episode where we go blood on stories from our exes.
We can do that.
That
we
would-
could do that.
Oh,
Honestly, we could do it.
oh my god.
A blast.
Guys.
We have
Guys,
stories
the
between us, I'm sure.
stories, you guys. And I feel like it would be just me, you, just me,
No,
you,
literally.
just me, you, just like, oh my god, that would
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have enough content for that, so
that
we'll
would
definitely
be a
keep
good
that in
one.
mind.
All right, maybe we should do that next.
Yeah.
we could do that next.
Maybe we should do that next. All right, so
Wait, what were we going to talk about in this one? It was New Year's. What we're leaving in.
so what the episode topic is going to be today is we enter 2024.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what? I was gonna say the antics stop and everything like that stop. Nothing stops.
No.
Nothing stops.
Listen, it's gonna be the same
Yeah,
shit.
the antics are never
It's
going
gonna
to
be
go.
the
It's
same
literally
shit.
just another day.
My boo had asked me today. She's like, "Oh, like, what are you excited for?" Thank you so much, Thank you so much, Matt. Thank you so much, Matt. Oh, Jazz said that she's really interested in listening on the exes, the crazy stories.
That'll be the next
Okay.
episode.
Um,
Just give us time to ponder, because honestly, I'm like, I have like 800
I've
different
got
ones
stories ready
in
to
my
go.
head, and I
me
need
too.
to narrow it
they
down.
they
to the
right there on
best.
the tongue. I could go blood. I could keep going. Poo, 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 poo. I could go blood. What was I saying? I was gonna, and she had asked me. Boo had asked me, "Oh, like, are you excited for 2024?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Oh, for the love of God, Seychelle, like, be excited." And I'm like, "No, but I'm excited for like I feel like my life could change tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my life could change tomorrow. There are so many of these random moments of my life where I find myself, especially because, you know, like, I'm always in these different places. And I remember I went to Savannah, Georgia a couple days ago. And I remember the last time I went to Savannah, Georgia, and I was in the airport, and I remember how I was feeling because I was going through a little something that time. So I remember how I was feeling. And now I come to Savannah, Georgia, like months later. Like, my last time I went to Savannah, Georgia was in July. I went to the airport, and it was so early. The call time was ridiculous. I was aggy. And then I think I had spicy noodles the night before.
God.
So in the
stomach
morning,
was
my
aggy.
stomach was just, especially, you know, what's it called? So anyway, so I pull up to the airport, and I just remember feeling like, and look where I am now. Like, here I'm
Yeah.
in Savannah, Georgia, and I feel
Different.
It's just different, and I just feel like life is so beautiful in that way, and I look forward to a lot of those moments in 2024 because I've just come such a long way.
I
you know,
recently learned that little moments like that where you have a realization that your life is good or that, you know, things
Yeah.
can change, whatever, they're called glimmers.
Well, I will say
I like glimmers. I have a lot of glimmers.
Yeah.
2023 for me was filled with glimmers, but like when I say, and y'all know, when it was, it was crazy. It wasn't even that it was bad or good. It was just crazy.
Yeah.
But there were so many glimmers. And honestly, I mean, the best thing obviously was me having my daughter, but it was crazy. I never want to have a year this crazy again in my life. Because I can't handle it. Because every day I wake up and I'm like, what's it gonna be today?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be lit? Or am I literally gonna have to like take an airplane to Guadalajara, Mexico and like bail someone out of prison? Because that's what 2023 was giving.
Yeah.
That's what it was giving.
very chaotic.
Very chaotic. And I need to leave. I'm making it a point in my life to leave the chaos behind because I'm not doing it. I'm not rushing to anywhere. I'm gonna be there when I have to get there.
Yep.
If I do have to be there, I'm gonna get ready early. Because I don't like the chaos. I don't like the rushing. I just don't like chaos.
Yes.
Like, I just want peace. And so that's what I need to happen as well as the restraining orders in 2024.
I feel that very, very much.
Yeah, I'm leaving chaos in 2023. If you want to freak out because the oven's on fire, freak out. I'm gonna call 911.
Yeah, right.
I feel you.
911. Like,
feel you.
What can we do? You know?
I feel you. I definitely do. I would say 2023 was the year of you know, it's so crazy because when Matt was in here, he was like, "Oh, what are you doing for 2024?" And I was like, "I'm gonna just do whatever I want." He was like, "But didn't you do that already?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did. I did.
Actually, yes.
I did. I found a whole new career that I just got literally on a whim.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, am I really about to do this? I don't even know. And I really gave it to God, and it just worked out, and just
You love it.
yeah, it's the best. It's the best job in the whole world. I wouldn't change it for anything. I always feel so grateful. And I said a lot of no's, and I said and did a lot of the things that I wanted to do this year. And I feel, honestly, like it made me more attractive.
Okay.
I feel like it made my hair longer. I feel like it made my ass a little fatter. And I honestly feel like it made me funnier. Like, genuinely.
Okay.
Like,
I
it
also
brought...
think you were very vulnerable this year.
Yeah, I would agree.
I feel like you were very vulnerable, and I think that's probably why you feel like you grew so much. Because I feel like you gave chances when Say would not give chances. I feel
In my last situation?
just in general in life, like even our argument,
Like you've been more open.
Yeah, I feel like you were just very like open and vulnerable, and I think that it allowed you to reflect on what's meaningful to you. I'm just putting this out there. I don't know if this is how she feels. I'm just saying how I feel about how she feels.
I'm like, oh, vulnerable.
I felt that.
Vulnerable.
But I felt like you were very vulnerable this year. I felt like you took chances for things that I would be like, Say would never.
Yeah.
Say would never. And she did. And
Okay.
she's still here and not like in jail because Say should be getting angry.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I really think we all went above and beyond this year with what the cards we were dealt.
Interesting.
How did you feel about 2023, Joss?
This was probably one of the worst years of my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been here before.
Really?
Yeah.
This was a horrible year.
Really wasn't great for me mentally. Also, just a lot of a lot of change.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's always an opportunity for growth. Like this is just like a year of growing pains. You know? It happens. 2015 was a big year like that for me. It was just like really rough and then it got better. You know? It happens.
It's only up from here.
I do have something I'm really proud of, but I wouldn't want to say on the interwebs. But I'll tell you guys later.
Okay.
So I've been looking at that as like a shining spot because this year was really rough. But I mean, it's good. 2024 is probably going to bring some more rough times, but some better times too, I'm sure.
I feel like it can only be up from here. I feel like we're finally out of the darkness of COVID, even though it's still here. Everybody got COVID right now, but I feel like that whole like we might shut down, we might not, like that whole living in this limbo of like, are we gonna be going to work or school the next day? Like I just feel like we're out of that shadow. So I feel like it's kind of like up from here. It has to be up from here. It really can't get no worse for me, at least. It has to be up from here. But it's been fabulous.
I feel really just... I know that I said like, oh, like, but I'm just like, yeah, I just feel the same way. I feel like it could only go up from here.
Yeah.
And I genuinely, I don't know. I feel good about it.
Same.
I feel really good about it.
Same.
I feel good.
And usually when I have a horrible year, I'm just like, here we go with the next year. But I'm hyped for 2024. I really, truly think it's going to be lit.
2023 for you, you feel like it was rough?
Say.
Where have I been?
Say. Say, where have you been?
Okay.
Say, it was a rough year.
Okay.
Like to say the absolute least.
You've been here for all of it.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so she knows. No, it was rough. It was rough.
Say got amnesia.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough, but one thing I will say I definitely learned to do is ignore the BS and just smile through it. And I had to do that because I was pregnant, I had hormones, and like I wasn't trying to slip into no postpartum, none of that. So I just was like, it's all good. And honestly...
You're good at that.
Yeah, I'm very, very, very... Even like my mom was like, Ilana, you have not a worry in the world. And I was like, I don't. Everyone's asking me questions. Oh, how's this? What's going on with this? I don't know. I'm having a blast. And I am. And that's what I've done. And so I plan on continuing to do that for 2024. Because honestly, worked wonders in 2023. Especially with the craziness I've had going on. In 10 years, you'll have the book and...
Yes. We did adopt the phrase "not my business, not my problem."
Right. It'll be in my book in the future because you guys have no idea.
Oh, thank you so much, Jazz. Appreciate what you have. Be positive, ladies. You've made it.
Mm-hmm.
I love you. Say you're so funny. Thank you.
Love you, Jazz.
Thank you so much.
I think we could talk about superstitions.
Ooh.
Like New Year's superstitions.
I don't know many.
Well, I was reading on
Well, we
the
have to get
shade room.
grapes.
Yeah, so I have grapes actually sitting in the sink. They were drying, but I actually read the one about throwing the grape under the table. Apparently, if you throw a grape under a table, however many grapes you throw is all the fortunes you're going to get. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but that's what I got from the gist of the grape throwing. We're not throwing grapes in my house. That's number one.
No.
Okay, I had a mouse before. We not getting another one.
Also, grapes are toxic to dogs, and you have a
Oh
dog.
my God, I have a dog. Yeah,
No, we're not doing
We're
that.
not throwing grapes.
And
But
then, God forbid, the kids join in with the throwing of the grapes.
But God forbid we
Absolutely
open the
not.
gates to hell. No. So, no. I don't know what the grape throwing means.
I've never heard of that.
One thing I've always done, and I'm doing it right now, wearing new underwear into the new year. So you don't bring the same ish into the new year.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've always done that for myself and a clean house.
I do have some panties with some tags on.
I
Yeah.
know. I heard it was wearing red underwear.
So
Red,
I know
red.
in Spain they do the red underwear. I'm just not a huge red underwear fan.
Okay.
I'm wearing a sheer black. They're gorge. Got them from Target. But I do have a red pair, but I don't want to wear them.
Y'all like lingerie?
Yeah.
I'm not built for it.
Why?
I mean, I tried. I've tried before and like been cute and I look good.
Being cute.
Yeah, and I look good, but it's just I'm not like walking around like going to like a work party like with lingerie underneath.
I
Like,
love lingerie. I'm not gonna lie,
Give me a large Hanes cotton.
but I rarely
full
wear it for other
coverage.
people. It's more for like myself.
Okay, so that's what I was thinking. I was thinking lingerie in the bedroom, like for somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, I just everyone
Yeah, I've
I've
done
been
that.
with is just like, okay, take it off now. Like they don't really. I mean, I've only ever worn lingerie for men, and they're just like, oh, like you look hot, but now take it off. Like they don't really appreciate it, you
Yes.
know.
My man knows
So maybe
if
if I
I'm
was with a
wearing
woman, it'd
it.
be different because they'd probably actually appreciate.
How
How
would
it looks,
how
you know?
would how would a woman show the appreciation to you wearing lingerie?
How am I supposed to know? I don't know. I've never worn lingerie for a
Oh,
woman.
should have done it.
But I think of it in the same way, right? Because I'm like I if I'm gonna do the whole lingerie thing, I'm gonna do the whole thing, right? I want to fit, but I want my fit to be on some Asian provocateur. I'm not paying $800 for skivvies.
No.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. If somebody wants me to wear lingerie, buy it for me because this is where I want it from, and I will wear it for you. I will do a handstand in some $800 panties. I really don't care. But I'm not gonna buy myself like
No.
this like $500 teddy, $400, $300 teddy, and then be on some like, okay, now it's time to take it off because you gonna see me in that bitch a couple more times, really.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I got tons of lingerie, like silk and all this stuff for my wedding,
Mm-hmm.
and
Stockings are hot, Houdini. Yes, I like
I
a
love
thigh
the
high,
thigh
the
high.
thigh high because then you could take you know what's it called and then
not me using one of those stockings to tie Emmy's head wrap to her. I was like, what is this? And I was like, oh, thigh high.
I'm dead.
Yeah. But I don't mind lingerie, but if I do it, I'm doing the candles, I'm wearing a red bottom, and I'm laying in the bed like this.
Oh really?
But also,
Oh, you're laying in the bed already prepared.
oh
it's like
yeah,
a
no,
little thing?
that if I'm doing lingerie,
How are you
like,
laying in the bed?
literally like I probably have a picture. Honestly, I've done that, but also my man knows if I am in lingerie, it is not coming off. It's not coming off.
I've
Because
fucked
I just
lingerie.
went
Oh,
hard.
excuse me.
Okay, perked up the boobs. You know, made it cheeky. I've done all I can do, and it's not coming off. So we need to work around this.
You know what a thing with me too is usually when I deal with women and they have something sexy on, I rip it.
No,
Yeah,
Seychelle.
that was really upsetting.
Yeah,
Seychelle.
no,
Seychelle. I
So-
literally have said to this man, don't rip it. Don't rip it. Seychelle.
But it's hot though.
It is
So,
hot.
so tell them to put on a white t-shirt and rip the white t-shirt.
No, bitch, I ain't the Hulk. I ain't gonna rip apart cotton. That's different. But if she opened up her legs and she got on some nice lace, I could just easily be on some and it could break.
Or
a
she could-
t-shirt. She gonna be like, bitch, what the hell you took? What you took? Yeah. I'm gonna be on the neck. Like,
No, but then at that point, if she knows you're a ripper, she should wear a ripper. She should wear a crotchless underwear.
But then that eliminates the need for the ripping.
You don't need to be ripping.
It's hot.
It is hot.
It's hot.
I would be
No,
upset.
don't rip my shit. It would make me so mad. I would be so mad.
It would make me mad too. I'm not gonna lie.
What I would do is
Really?
wear
Like after.
Damn.
I would wear a one of those stockings that you could get from like the corner store.
Oh my God, Matt said rip it off.
Matthew, you know better.
Matt said rip it off.
He knows better, guys.
And then Houdini said no ripping.
No ripping.
Guys, what do you think? All right, let's say if you're messing with somebody. Let's say if you're a woman and you're messing with somebody. And you have on nice lace panties. I'm not talking about a brand. I'm talking about some lace you had. Like
if it's
some
like
lace
a
you
pair
had.
of like parade panties, then rip them. But if I'm wearing like nice lingerie,
No, I would never ever. If she had on a whole getup, I would never rip it. I would respect the lace. I would respect the outfit.
yes,
I'm
yes,
talking
yes.
about when I'm messing with Shorty and we're
She's
just
just
messing
in the
around,
regular
and she
pink
and it just so
yeah.
happens that she has on lace panties. I will rip them. Is it a yes or is it a no? Tell me, because there's 29 people in here, so speak up. And send some likes.
guys. For me, yes, I had one of my FBs rip off my panties in the park, and we just left them in the park.
Okay, that's nice.
So yeah, I think that's acceptable. But don't rip the expensive lingerie, or even if it's not expensive, don't rip the nice stuff.
Yeah, no, of course, totally. You guys, we have an Am I Wildin' segment that you really
Are we doing our X
have
stories
to
or no?
hear.
Or getting right to the Am I Wildin'?
We're getting right to the Am I Wild.
All right, so tune in for the
Guys.
next episode to hear our X stories.
Guys, we have somebody wrote me. Okay, this is why this is very important. Everyone that's here right now has to hear this. I'm gonna share a story that somebody DM'd me, and it's a really good one, you guys. It's a really juicy story. I know y'all are gonna want to hear it. Somebody DM'd me asking for advice, and we are gonna give you the live advice. I'm gonna read it because it's so good, and it's also gonna be out on the podcast. The podcast comes out every Wednesday, and the link to the podcast is in my bio. I have 152 people in here right now.
We have to
You
update.
guys have to listen to this. I am about to share with y'all the story that you have to hear. Are you girls ready for this
I'm
story?
ready.
In the live, if you're ready for this, please give me some love, give me some likes, so that I could show y'all this. We could listen to this story. How do I bring up the live on this?
I don't know. I
Where's
guess
your
you just
TikTok
have
app?
to go back to that.
Oh, right here. Guys, yeah, this is crazy. Send me some love. Send me some likes. We got 200 people in here. Get ready for the
Thanks.
story,
Hi,
you
guys.
guys.
Guys, the story's about to be crazy. We
All
haven't
right.
heard it. She
I skimmed it, but so I'm gonna get the girls' live reaction, and y'all are gonna get the
I'm
live
scared.
reaction.
I know, I'm a little nervous too. I'm not gonna
Send
lie.
me some love for it, please. Okay. All right. Hey, Seychelle. I love the content. Thank you so much, my love. So here goes. Yesterday, I had my husband's iPhone. Whew. I was updating the software and went to go update his apps as well. I happened to click over on the Not This iPhone tab and saw that he had downloaded Tinder back on January 18th of 2022. At this time, I was 3 months pregnant.
Oh no.
I went to visit my mom and sister in Florida. I'm completely gutted. Honestly, don't even know how to approach the conversation because we've never had any issues in the infidelity department. But now I'm not so sure.
Should I start?
That's it? That's the whole story?
That's the story.
Okay.
All right, so what I'm going to say is what makes it giving like infidelity. I mean, regardless he downloaded Tinder, if you're a married man, why you on that?
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But I think what makes it even worse is the fact that you were away. And regardless of anything, you are not wilding because one, why you downloading Tinder? Two, what was your plan? What was your plan of action?
Guys, but we know his plan.
But do
know
we?
100% we know his plan. This man has a pregnant wife.
Yeah.
And he took the opportunity to download a dating app when she was out of town to visit her mom.
There we
that
go. Yeah,
man was
yeah,
plotting.
he had a plot.
That man was plotting. It's so sad and disgusting because my love, you were pregnant.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you held it in this long.
Yeah. Wait, we in the new year.
Yeah. I don't.
You
It's
don't
been
have to
almost
respond
2
here, but
years.
oh my God, honestly, And this is why I actually got kicked out of. I love to join a group on Facebook. I got kicked out of a Christian women and wives group because
and this bitch got no business in there.
Yeah, but it's always tea. It's always
Excuse
tea.
me.
But I got kicked out because someone had a similar story to this, and she was like, "I've been praying on it, and I'm not sure what to do." And I said, God gives you the wisdom to use your effing brain.
Yeah.
Okay? This is your husband that you made a vow to. Call him out.
Yeah.
God ain't sitting here letting you just sit back and be dumb. I don't know what to do. I prayed on it. Pray, you can only pray but so much. Okay? God's sitting here telling you to call this man out. So I don't even know why that's a question. So I got kicked out because I told her to stop being dumb and use the wisdom that God gave her to confront her husband.
I'm also curious to know, and you don't have to explain, but I want you to think about it for yourself. Why were you in his phone updating his apps and his
I was
whatever?
Gonna say that too.
You know how I feel about that.
I think I don't
Look through
think
it, girl.
anybody. No, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have done that or anything, but why did you do it? Is that something that you just do? Is he not capable of updating his own phone? Because if you went on there thinking that you're going to find something, that is enough. The fact that you found something is obviously a reason to confront him, but to me, it sounds like you were looking in his phone for something.
Right.
And if I'm wrong, that's cool. But that makes me think that you had reason to look, or like you thought that you might find something.
Well, she said she just clicked on the what
Not
is it?
not this not
But
the
like,
iPhone
why?
tab.
I would never go into
I'm not
my
updating
partner's phone
someone's
and
phone.
updating their phone. Yeah, that's very like strange to me. I don't really understand why you would do that. So in my mind, I'm thinking you probably
looking.
had a reason or a feeling or thought that you might find something. And if I'm wrong, that's cool. But you did find something.
Right.
So I know this happened almost 2 years ago now, but if you haven't already, you should definitely talk to him about this. Maybe it's a fixable issue. Maybe he didn't do anything with the app. Maybe he downloaded it, looked at it, and was like, you know what, fuck this. Oh, excuse me, F this. This is not, for me. Who knows what the reasons
shouldn't
were?
be for him.
You don't, exactly. If you haven't spoken to him, then you don't know why he was on there. Not that there's a good reason at all,
Right.
but it's obviously something that you should talk about, especially if you're still with this man having more children. You're married, this is just not okay. And you
Also,
definitely need to discuss it with him.
If you're cheating on someone while they're literally growing your
baby.
specimen
Yeah.
inside of them, you're wilding, because that is just the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
especially because I just feel like there are so many like studies and stuff that always say like how important like having intercourse when you're pregnant is. So like you can all like people that are like, oh well, she's pregnant, so we haven't had any fun in a minute. I just feel like you're not making it fun.
Right, you're not trying.
Like you're not trying to run a bath and set up the rose petals. Like people are pregnant, like we big. Like ain't nobody thinking
You're going
about
through a lot
that.
of like hormonal changes.
But
and
at the
shit.
same time,
Oh,
there
thank
are
God.
parts of pregnancy where you're like, oh, I need it. So I just feel like if you really wanted it, and if you and your spouse were on the same page, you wouldn't have to look elsewhere for that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on Tinder. What are you going to give this woman an STD?
Yeah.
That's the other thing. She's pregnant with
Yeah.
your baby. So what, you're going to go do something and then come back and do something with her? And while she's... Listen.
I say this all the time, bro. I say this all the time. If you are in a relationship, okay,
me.
I think it's toxic and unhealthy to constantly look through the phone. I think if
Yes.
you're constantly looking through your partner's phone is a problem,
Yeah.
you got to end it.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is I am a phone checker. Okay, I am. I don't care if yesterday we were sniffing daisies and roses out of each other's end hole. I don't care how beautiful and wonderful it is. If I decide to pick up that phone on a Monday of the September 17th, okay, with you right next to me in bed, I'm gonna look through it, and by God's hand, there better not be nothing in it, because I am gonna look. I'm gonna do a spotlight search. I'm gonna look through DMs. I'm gonna do the spotlight search of my name. I'm looking through it. There better be nothing in there. So I don't even think if she updates his phone, or if she just decided to look on the 1-2, there should have been nothing in that phone. I don't know. You really have the backbone of what are those two?
Hercules.
What are those two? Jack and Jill bringing up the pail of water. That you really brought it home, girl. Because in that moment, I really would have lost my mind. But then I'm thinking, and I'm like, the submission said that she recently found that he had downloaded Twitter.
I think that's what.
Maybe she didn't even. Tinder. Maybe she didn't know. Maybe
That's
she
what
didn't know
said,
then.
that she
right?
found it recently,
She
but
found
that
it
he
recently.
downloaded it back in 2022.
Okay. Yeah.
You need to check him
100%.
ASAP.
You really need to, because he was plotting, my love.
Before midnight.
Where there's 100.
Before midnight, girl.
I'm ruining New Year's.
Yeah, ruin New Year's.
I'm
Before
ruining New
midnight,
Year's.
girl.
Oh, you know I love to ruin a holiday.
Oh, love to ruin a holiday, because it makes more impact. Because it's like, bruh, you ruin the family's New Year.
Yeah.
And is this baby's first New Year? Yes, it is. You ruined your wife and little Skylar's first New Year. So of course you gotta do it on a holiday.
You got
my
what?
love.
How many hours? You got a little under 6 hours.
5 hours and
20
5 hours
minutes.
and 20 minutes.
You gotta talk
My
to
love,
him.
ruin the holiday.
Ruin it.
Ruin the freaking holiday right now. I'm telling you right now.
Ruin
Wherever
it.
he is right now in this house, literally sit there.
And say, I got a question for
To
you.
keep it positive, maybe he'll say, you know what, honey, I had a moment of weakness, but I deleted it.
Which
I didn't,
honestly-
it could either way, this is not the best situation, but it could go another way. You
Right.
could end up talking about your feelings. Maybe he was feeling, whatever the hell men feel, I don't know.
Also,
But
if
maybe he was feeling something but didn't act on it. It's
Also-
just better to talk about it instead of making assumptions, instead of
Yeah.
living with this and just trying to move past it. You need to talk about it, and you need to talk about it now.
Also, I feel
Is
like
this salvageable though?
right, like but,
It could
no.
be.
So that's the thing. I
It
was gonna
could
say,
be.
if you're married, one, you should have pressed him from jump. But regardless of that, two, like Josh said, it could have been one of those I had a lapse in my judgment moments, because honestly, I think it's ridiculous to think that humans are this crazy monogamous things that don't have urges
I
and
could
stuff like
understand that.
So I would, if you guys are married, if you guys are married,
Right.
because that takes a lot of lawyers and all this to break that up.
Exactly.
But what I will say is, if you guys are just dating, it needs to be on some, I need the number one reason why you did this. And if the reason is not good enough, because honestly, there's probably like a 2.7% amount of things that are good enough for an excuse for this.
I really don't think there is an
Yeah,
excuse.
there's really no excuse.
But
because
you can talk
he
it
can't
out.
even say he was looking for like his cousin or something.
Right.
Like stop. We're not doing that. But I think if you guys are married, this is definitely something that needs to be talked about, needs to be nipped in the butt, needs to be understood. Sir, this is not okay. And if it happens again, I am 100% out the door unless there is evidence of, per se, cheating.
Yes.
Yeah, now you a phone checker, dog.
Yeah, and now this
Now
is
you
my
a phone checker. Yeah, you a
Yeah.
phone checker.
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
He's given you reason to not trust
Yeah.
him. There should be some sort of check-in process, like I am not a big phone checker. I think
not
if
either.
you've gotten to that point, for me, I've never been married though, so for me that would have been the end. If I'm feeling the need to check your phone, I don't
Yeah.
trust you anymore, so we have nothing anymore.
And the only reason I said married is because, like,
But
that's
yeah,
the
if
only
you're
reason
married
I can
and
say
you
It's
married.
have
yes.
kids together, so for your kids' sake, even if you do end up breaking up and whatever, for your kids' sake, you have to talk this out. You have
Yeah.
to talk about it. You have to come to some sort of understanding of the situation. Understand, if you can, why he did it. Maybe he doesn't even know why he did it.
Right.
We don't know your life, your lives. We don't know what goes on in your relationship. So I do think if you want to work on it, if you want to work it out, then you have to talk to him about it. If you don't give an SHIT, then, leave him.
Also,
But
were
if you care
guys-
about it, then
were you guys in a sabotagey type of energy? In the sense of, like, the relationship at that time hit a rough patch? Is that why you went to your...
she said that they never had any issues in terms of infidelity,
Right,
but maybe they
just-
had other issues.
But I feel like cheating can happen in so many ways. Like, I just
Yeah,
feel
but it's
like,
not
yeah.
Gucci regardless.
Yeah, it's not
Of course.
Gucci regardless.
You want to know what the tea is? Is he downloaded the app when he knew you weren't
Yeah.
even, you weren't
Right.
even going to be in the same
That's
state.
what makes it very conniving.
So
It's very sus.
and that's why it's just like, and that's I think what would be most difficult for me.
Yeah, 'cause
It
I
would
wouldn't
be-
believe
it
anything
would
he
be
says at
you
that point.
That's the thing
waited-
too. He's
you-
broken the trust.
Yeah, you waited until I was in another state to go on a hookup app because we know what
Right,
he was
that's
trying
what
to do.
Tinder is.
I think it's beyond companionship or whatever, because then why you gotta wait until I'm not
Until I'm
home?
not home.
Right.
And that's the tea. That's the thing that would really have to be. Somebody said couples counseling. Obviously,
I don't
Yeah.
believe in couples counseling if you are boyfriend and girlfriend. Stop wasting the copay. If God, okay, again, God.
But they have a kid together, so I think whether they're married or not, it is different.
I agree with that because honestly, like there's so many things intertwined with this child. I get that. But at the end of the day, I do not believe if you have a child together and if you're married, couples counseling,
Yeah.
okay. And especially if being married is the future. But if you are just dating
Right.
in general, this is just a PSA for everybody in life. If you are dating, you are not wasting a copay on a boyfriend or girlfriend. Enough. Break up because this is you're dating to date. So if it's not working, it's
not
because
working.
it's not working.
Right.
You need to keep dating. This is not use a copay and run your insurance for a maybe. That's not what we're doing. Okay.
I gotta be honest with you. I think if I have some time in with somebody, and I'm not, I got some time in
Right,
or
but
whatever.
you know it's going
Yeah,
somewhere.
exactly.
And that's what I'm saying. You got some time in with somebody, and y'all want to hit a cute little couples therapy. I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah.
I just feel
I
like
don't.
if y'all been together a year and you already on some couples counseling,
Yeah,
break up.
I agree with that too.
Break up.
If it's not been a long time, you don't really have too much invested in each other. You're not living together.
And
you
I'm
don't have
talking
anything
5+.
and
Oh
intertwined.
my God,
then
you guys. Nat is telling us that there's an app on iPhone called, it's disguised as the calculator app, but really you're able to hide stuff on there like pics and messaging and something.
oh wow. Check his
Check the phone,
calculator.
bro.
So
Check the phone, bro.
I'ma
If
tell
you
y'all
if you
this.
if you with somebody right now, I'm telling you right now. If you ever thought, and I've made I made 100 TikToks about it. I'm telling you right now. I don't know how you could be a woman with a man, or even hell. I mean, I was with a bitch and I looked at her phone.
I'm not checking the phone.
looking at the phone.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. My man does
I'm not a
tech.
phone checker.
He got two services, T-Mobile and Verizon, on one phone. I don't even know how to switch between it.
How?
I don't know. He has all this stuff. If the man wanted to do it, he gonna do it.
Yeah.
And at that point, I'm getting half. I'm not checking the phone. I'm not
Yeah,
checking the phone.
I
I
don't
don't have
check
the
the
time
phone
for it. I
either.
barely know how to work this phone, and I haven't even gotten the new update. I'm not checking the phone. If you want to cheat that bad, cheat. But best believe when the divorce happens, I'm getting half.
You're not getting divorced.
I'm not getting a
No.
fucking. I would never divorce this man. So he can
She's
take me for half of
never.
nothing. I have nothing, guys.
That's what I'm saying. No.
Remember that.
No.
I have
And
a job, but I have nothing.
And that's the wonderful thing, and this is
Brokey.
why I talk about what I talk about on my TikTok, is that when you're a woman, it is really, I believe it is so important when dating a man that he could really level you up on something stupid.
Yeah.
Because you could think you don't have fidelity issues, and then you can get pregnant with his baby, and you could think that,
now
that
you
everything
even
is
got a
fabulous.
home.
And then he can do something like this. Now, but the thing is, there's a difference between being with a broke man or being with a man that does okay, and with somebody that really leveled you up, took you from an apartment to a penthouse. Is that okay? You cheated, okay, fine, but I'm still
Right.
I'm still living penthouse.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
see.
I'm still living penthouse, and this is why too. He needs to be comfortable with, if you're gonna do a prenup, it has to be something where you're walking away with something substantial. Now, I've listened to a lot of divorce attorneys on podcasts saying that it's better to not sign a prenup because everything is just kind of left in limbo. But if you're signing a prenup, you know, the lawyers, especially
very
the lawyers,
nitpicky.
yes, the lawyers, especially on the person with money side, there's a lot of things that you'll keep having to go to court back and forth for. And if you're a
That
woman,
sounds miserable.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So that's why I believe no prenup. I'm not signing a prenup. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this. So when I got married, we literally, like, I was like, I want a prenup because I got some things that I'm really not trying to have nobody touch. I worked very hard for them. But for what I do, it doesn't compare to what my husband does. So if he wanted to drag me through the mud,
Yeah.
I'd probably lose that.
You wouldn't
and
make it
some.
through the
Yeah, I wouldn't
proceedings.
make it through the proceedings. I wouldn't have the money to sustain a lawyer on my own to his caliber, because his caliber of lawyer, they're getting paid $7 million a year, and they're on some O.J. Simpson lawyer type. So for me, I would have had more losses than wins if I did sign a prenup. Now, what I will say is the opposite side of that is I will never sign the divorce papers. This man will have to throw me out. And he can't even do
And
that
he
in New
couldn't,
York
yeah.
because I got to get 30 days notice and 30 days to vacate. He would
And
have
you
to
could squat
actually
anyway.
MERS me to get me out of here. I'm not signing any papers. I'm not going anywhere because you're not about to have me in court. because I can't afford it. I can't afford the lawyer.
And that's why it's so important to be careful who you marry and who you have babies with.
And guys, I never think I'm ever going to have to go through this, but he already knows. I already told him from jump. I ain't signing nothing.
He doesn't want to go through that either.
He don't want to go through
that. You guys are stuck together
We're
forever.
literally obsessed with each other.
I think
it's so annoying.
I think so too. I just think that especially with dating men, and again, it's something I always talk about on my TikTok.
But he leveled me up.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Like you really, because men, I always say that a lot of women project their goodness onto men. They don't think of a lot of times. They don't think of a whole picture the way that women do. Yeah. We could want to cheat our asses off, but we're like, damn, we got a baby, I have a house. You know what I'm saying? And if we do cheat, we're cleaner about it.
And a good credit score.
Yeah, we're cleaner about it. You know what I'm saying? But men just do things that you could tell off rip. I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And they're messy and they're
not slick.
Yeah, they're not slick. They think of things for temporary
but
things.
But like you were saying, so many women will ignore things like red flags or even little orange flags that could potentially turn into red flags because we just want things to work. We just want it to be good.
But I'm a firm believer. Listen.
But don't do that.
If the man leveled you up and you got your little house, you got your little car, you got your little ends, let him cheat in peace. You ain't gonna leave, especially if you're not gonna leave.
I'll let a billionaire cheat in peace.
Yeah, let him cheat in peace. Yeah, no, we're not talking like, oh, I got some money. Yeah. No, we're talking.
If you're okay with that, prioritize your happiness and your mental health above everything else.
Because
I'll let a billionaire cheat.
Honestly, even if he's broke, because you know what it is? Girls love to come on. And honestly, yeah, because this is really just a girlies. Girls love to come on these social media platforms and be like, oh, my man this, my man that. But then you're posting with him next week. So if that is the case, you need to let that man cheat in peace. Stop with the...
Yeah, honestly, it probably help you too.
Anthony, I love you. I love you when you're out here.
Just use protection.
Use protection. Let him cheat in peace and get your tests. That's it. Because you over here screaming for what? You're messing up your vocal cords. Your voice is going to sound like mine. Stop doing that.
Yeah, and I bet your friends are freaking sick and tired of you.
Yeah, your friends are sick.
We're sick and tired of you.
Your friends are sick. Stay with the man. Stop talking about it.
I'm quick to tell somebody, don't tell me anything about this person. I don't want to hear about your relationship because I know what it is.
Yeah,
and I don't want to know. Unless my friend is being physically harmed. If they want to be dumb, I'm going to let them be dumb.
Tim Rogers, a high man will never get married would never get married out sign papers, especially if the woman has children already.
Wait, all right.
Maybe yours.
That's why you're not
married. Maybe yours.
Wait,
yeah.
What? I didn't even hear it.
Tim Rogers, a high value man will never get married without papers, especially if the woman has children.
That's not true. My man is definitely high value.
He's definitely high value.
He did his thing. And honestly,
a high value man wouldn't be watching this podcast, Tim. We talking about girl stuff. You know what I'm saying? We talking about girly things.
No, Tim but also trying to get a high-value man isn't going to sign a prenup if they know that there's no loss for them. Like, if you're that high value, what's the loss? Giving a girl half? Giving an itch half?
You're probably going to have to pay spousal support anyway if you're that high value.
And also, what you guys don't realize is that, like, when you get these divorces, like, you have to maintain the spouse's way of life. So, at the end of the day, if you're high value and your pockets are high value, it's no sweat because you've been doing it. Usually the ones that complain about prenups are the ones that are living paycheck to paycheck and can't spare a little $14,000 on some child support and a woman that has their children to live in a house.
A man that doesn't pay child support is disgusting.
Yeah. So, but even like high value men can spare it. Okay. And that's why it's not a big deal to them. Also why most of the time when it comes to high value men, their women don't work. Some choose to, as myself, I choose to. But at the end of the day, it's no loss to them because they got the ends for it.
Spat like a true, pretty princess.
Yeah, they got the ends. And my husband always says, girl, you ain't going nowhere because I'm going to take you for everything. And I'm like, damn.
Yes, and a woman's value is not based on what she does for a living.
At all.
And if she has children or she does not have children. So, Tim, please go to work. It's New Year's. Come on, go to freaking work.
My man always says, girl, what's your paycheck going to do? And he's right.
Yeah.
What is my paycheck going to do?
No.
I got one bill and I barely pay it.
Yeah, heavy on. Thank you so much. Now, thank you so much. Wrong podcast, wrong bitches.
Yeah.
Tim Rogers.
And Tim, you shouldn't be defining a high value man.
And on New Year's, if you're such a high value man, why aren't you celebrating with your family
in Dubai?
Why are you
Tim is in his mom's basement right now watching the
Tim.
pod. Like, let's be honest. It's
And
okay, Tim.
And you
It's
know
okay.
what, Tim? Prove to me you high value and send me one of those lions.
Yeah, send the Galaxy because my husband sent one.
No, not the Galaxy. Send the lion, the one
Send
that's
the
worth
lion.
the one that's worth $100 or something. Prove to us that you're high value.
Prove it. Oh.
Right.
Prove it. Since you're so high value. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yes, my love. You're not wilding.
You're not wilding.
You're not wilding. Anything you do from this point moving forward, like, that's you. You can post his social security number on Twitter.
If you do not talk to this about him, though,
yeah,
you'll be wild.
Then you need to let him cheat in peace, and you need to stop talking about it.
Can we get to 2,000 likes? Because we're at 15. So I think before we end for
Go
the New
tap,
Year's.
tap, tap,
Yes.
tap, tap, tap,
For
tap,
the
tap,
New
tap,
Year's.
tap.
Guys, get us to that 2,000 likes. I gotta put a pernil.
Yeah.
I gotta put
We
pernil in the.
we gotta go get ready,
Yes. Oh, and I'm going to come back on live later.
and we'll show you what we look like when we don't look like this.
We'll show you us all dolled, and we'll show you us
Guys, I
having
might not.
fun.
I might be in this because I genuinely don't have an outfit, and I went to a bunch of stores, and honestly, nothing was giving, and I'm beyond myself.
I'll check my closet for you.
Please check, because I'm
Yeah.
beyond myself.
I thought that's what you were gonna ask me before when you asked me about the decor.
I
like,
was
she definitely
going
wants
to,
an
but I
outfit,
was like,
don't
she's
really-
probably
I don't know.
already out the house, so like, don't ask her. But literally, I don't have anything, and I don't know what I have because I haven't actually gotten dressed
I'll have to check.
in 9 months. So
2,000!
Thank you. This was
we love
so
you guys.
They are writers.
So now I think we're gonna go live every single time we film.
It's a little more engaging, I think. What do you guys
yeah.
think?
I think so too. I think we get more content because sometimes we be sitting here, we be looking at each other.
Yeah, we
And
love
I-
to take like hour-long breaks.
And this kind of brings a little fire underneath.
Yeah,
the
like now
ass.
we actually have to like do stuff.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yes.
Consistently.
All of our other viewers, our YouTube viewers, our Spotify viewers, let us know what you think about this also, this setup that we have.
Yeah.
Also, send your Am I Wildins.
Yes.
So we have them for next week.
We
Next
know
week,
more of you got stories. There's
Yeah.
no way. Come on.
and next week we're gonna do the crazy ex-boyfriend stories. Thank you, because we love to sit for 45 minutes.
Because I have some she wasn't my girlfriend, but I have some ex-girl stories too.
I have ex-girl
we
stories, too.
literally sit typically before an episode for like 45 minutes, not filming the episode and trying to figure out what we're gonna talk about. So thank you for that. Again, if you don't love it, you're a liar.
Yes, and you know what they say, that all things in life are not perfect, but we are. And we finna be buried in the grave that way. So shout out to y'all.
And actually, we might go live later because we have some lychee martines that are phenomenal, and I just feel like that would just be really funny. So put your notifications on so you could get it when we do.
Yeah.
We might even jump a fence. Just
No, I'm
for-
not jumping the fence. I'm
Oh,
having
you're
on,
not
I have
jumping
on
the
my, No, I'm
fence.
It
not.
No.
depends on what I wear,
It's
but I might be
wooden,
inclined.
say.
I might be inclined to jump a
Let's
fence.
see. We could jump the plastic fence.
No,
I'm
I'm
gonna
wearing
be
heels.
drunk this
Oh,
New Year's.
she's
Last
wearing
New
a
Year's
heel.
I was sober, and that was literally the worst.
Yeah, listen. This year gonna be better.
Yeah.
It is gonna be
All right,
better.
guys, I gotta go.
All right. Thank you
Later.
for watching.
We love you guys.
Bye.
Next week. We back. We back.
Yeah, be here.